Any rules around a diet can be destructive and derailing. We've seen it all the time. 100 calories over your calorie goal, for example, or you eat something that's not on plan, or you really want to go to the chippy, but you don't know how to fit it in. All of a sudden you've blown your diet, you're eating whatever you want, you go into the cupboard, whatever's around, I'm never gonna be able to eat this again. Restrictive rules, they just don't last you very long term. So when you actually want to have something that's gonna sustain a result for a long period of time, remember that the best diet that you can ever do is the one that you can do for the longest time. The one that is just your normal everyday diet that you already do. It's just got to fit into your energy intake, looking at your hunger, looking at your fullness. Now, if I go online, I'll go and look at an online calorie calculator, for example, and that says to me, I'm going to use this calorie example, that I should eat 1,800 calories, for example. Let's just put that there. Now, I'm a man, I should be eating 2,500 calories every single day. That is a government guideline. That's not changed for a very, very long time. Now, my BMR, the food that I'd need to eat on a day-to-day basis, if I just laid in a bed and just stared at the roof, be around 1,500 calories, for example. If I go onto my online calculator, that told me to eat 1,800, but the problem is I can't fit all the food that I really want in, and I'm getting through 2,500 calories every single day, and then I'm starting to feel hungry and irritable, and by Friday I'm knackered, and I'm really craving chocolate bars or crisps or sweets, and I can't go out for a meal with my mates, just not going to know how to fit it in, and I'm going to get derailed. Well, look, if you choose to have a few more calories, if I was going to eat around 2,200 calories, that's still less than I'm using, right? And if I've got that 2,200 calories, I've got 400 calories more than what the online calculator told me to play with. People usually find that they can increase their calories and lose weight. Because if you're eating 2,200, it's more likely that you're probably going to be able to stick to that for 7 days, 14 days. Keep going, keep going, keep going. If I'm only living on 1,800 calories, how long is that going to last me? How long can I keep going for like that? And then also hitting 10,000 steps, training in the gym 3 or 4 days a week, trying to be there for my wife, my husband, my kids. Can't keep doing it. You can't keep doing it. Every single diet structure will fail you at some point because there's been so much restriction, you go in the complete opposite direction. Think about, instead of having the magnifying glass on really small results and wanting something like yesterday, can I be doing this in 3 months' time? It's not a matter of having to follow a vegan diet or a keto diet or a low carb diet or whatever it is. You're acting like a naughty kid. When you get it, you want to play with it and you're just having at it because you've got none in your diet. Whereas instead, if you had something that's actually measurable and really fits you and your lifestyle, and that you can do it rather than being, I can't go out, I can't do this, I want to do that, and I'm just not able. How many calories is in this? I can't eat out, I can't do this. When you look at all of those things where you're saying, I can't do that, I can't do that, I can't do that, where's the solution? Of course it's going to break. Anyone in that situation would do exactly the same thing. Don't just go gung-ho, ripping all my calories on day one. Maybe it's a short-term solution, but it's not going to keep going long-term. Some guys need to taper it down. I'm already fatter than I want to be. I might push those calories high up as I can, the actual calories that sustain my weight on a day-to-day basis. And then from there, I can actually make a small marked improvement to it. I eat loose and colourfully, and then I just make one meal of the day the same, consistent. Maybe I'm just looking at my ketchup, my butter, my milk, and my sugar in my tea, and I can just make sure that I measure them out in equal amounts every time I eat them. Instead of one day I've got pools of butter on my toast, and some days I haven't, and some days I'm using peanut butter that's straight from the jar and I kind of fancied a little bit, so I made sure I licked it too. Jenny's brought in some celebrations and we've all got to have one. If it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 every single day, add that up over a week, 2 weeks. Numbers start to add up and they don't really go in your favour. So it's not a matter of removing all those foods, it's about when I do get those foods though, I slow down and just see what I've been eating and see where it's actually just naturally laying. And if I go 10 or 15 or 100 calories over, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And then you don't need to escape everything because you're living on a better range of calories that's going to give you a better result over a longer, sustained period of time. Get smart. Don't choose low amount of calories straight off the bat. Get as much food, get as many calories in as you can, and then make a small improvement from there. That's the best way to get a longer term result. Boom.